Welcome back, guys. Johnny Keck and Amp Futures. We're going to be going into the fade entry strategy. We just covered the breakout entry strategy, which gives you the ability to place a buy stop and a sell stop around the current market price. So if either one of those entry orders are filled, it's going to automatically cancel the other order that has not been filled. So that's more in relations to breakout trading strategy. Now we're going to be looking at the fade strategy, which does the exact opposite. So let's go ahead and read the short description of what the fade strategy will do. We're going to left click on the fade entry strategy, and then we're going to go and highlight our mouse cursor over the fade strategy, and we're going to go and read the description. The fade strategy places OCO orders, a sell limit order above the market price and a buy limit order below the market price. Depending on the price movement, either a buy or a sell is executed and the other one is canceled. It's often used when a trader expects price movements within a certain range and wants to enter a position in one of the extreme points of that range. So essentially what we're doing is, if you're going to be placing a sell limit above the market price, maybe perhaps you're anticipating a reversal off the high or just a pivot, or maybe you're looking to buy the low or buy the dip by placing a buy limit below the market price. So if either one of those orders get filled, then the other order is going to be automatically canceled. As you saw earlier, the breakout strategy did the opposite, where you were anticipating more a breakout on either the short or the long or to the long side. So we're going to go ahead and right click on the fade strategy and go to edit, just like we did for the breakout entry strategy, and you'll notice that the dialog box looks exactly the same. The only difference is this is going to be a sell limit and this is going to be a buy limit versus a buy stop, sell stop. All right, so same exact way in implementing the values. You can either do it based on ticks, based off last trade price. So if you set the amount of ticks in this value here, it will be based off the last trade price here. If I do it by left-clicking on ticks, I can change that to percentages if I wish to do that, or I can do the direct price option instead. So I'm going to go ahead and stick with that method, just like we did before. So let's say we want to place a sell limit at 2082. So that would be the upper limit at. So I'm going to select 2082 by simply typing in that specific price, and then lower limit at, which is the buy limit, we'll go ahead and select 2067. All right, so these are just all hypothetical examples. No real preference in terms to actual trade strategy, just random numbers I'm picking off the chart. And then more parameters will be exactly the same. You can select your amount of how many contracts you'd like to execute or what type of order you'd like to use. For now, we're going to leave everything as is, and we're going to stick with these values. Okay, so we're going to hit save. And now if you notice, I'm going to go ahead and left click on the fade strategy. So I'll demonstrate the first option, which is the drag and drop method. Left click on the fade strategy while holding down the left click. Drop it anywhere on the chart. And now you can see the values will reapply to asking me, are you sure you want to do this? And make sure the prices are correct, which they are. Now I'm going to hit play strategy. And now you can see there's my sell limit and there's my buy limit. Okay, so again, OCO is in effect. If I get filled here on the buy limit at 2067, that means I'm going to be long from 2067. Or if I get filled here at the sell limit at 2082, that means I'm short, and then the other order will be automatically canceled. If you notice, if I cancel one leg, it will automatically cancel the other remaining order, which tells you that the OCO is in effect. And then that's the drag and drop method. Of course, you can always right-click on the fade strategy, and you can always hit apply strategy, and just make sure your values are set correctly. And then you're going to hit play strategy. And there you go. And that's the fade strategy. So fade strategy does exactly the opposite of a breakout. Instead of you placing a buy stop and a sell stop around the current market price, you're placing a sell limit above the market price and a buy limit below the market price. And that concludes the fade strategy. We're going to move on to the next two strategies, which are the breakout up fade strategy, and we're going to cover the breakout up down strategy, or better yet, the breakout down fade strategy. So we'll cover both of those strategies in the next segment, which they're very similar. The only difference is one is just focusing specifically on long positions, and the other one is focusing specifically on short positions. Thank you for your time, guys. We'll see you in the next video.